All right, we are here with World Series champion Joc Pederson. You're chilling right now. Where are you at? Where are you at right now?
Just my backyard, man. Just living that championship dream lifestyle.
Hell yeah. Is it like that though? Like I feel like so we just talked to Walker Buehler and I asked him because I said the last team to win a World Series at home I think was the 2013 Red Sox. So it's been a while since a team has been able to celebrate at home, and they had the neutral site and they allowed 11,000 fans. There were a lot of Dodger fans there for the clincher. So did it feel like do you feel like you were robbed of the true World Series championship experience?
You could probably definitely say that, especially no parade, no,
Yeah.
just COVID really put a damper on that aspect, but that ring's gonna be nice. So
Yeah.
I mean, the celebration's cool, but we put a lot of hard work into everything we did, and it definitely feels good.
What do you think is the one thing that you're gonna like power rank those? Because you got the parade. Sometimes they send you to Disney. You're probably not going to Disney right now. What's the one thing that you wish I wish we had that?
I think it would have been the parade. The parade would have been cool. I'm sure my daughter would have said Disneyland. She loves Mickey Mouse, but no, the parade looks dope.
They're awesome.
Yeah, so one day.
Mm-hmm.
One day soon. What is your thought? What is your feeling on what you thought the World Series was going to mean to you? What you thought the season was going to mean to you when you found out it's going to be 60 games? Was there any oh, you know what, man? Like it's not quite the World Series. It's not quite whatever. But now you go through the season, and now you go through the World Series. You go through the postseason. Is there anything that tells you, you know what? Not only was this as good and feel as good, but maybe even more so considering all the bullshit we dealt with?
Yeah, no, there was definitely a bunch of extra stuff, a lot of extra clutter, I guess you could say.
Sure.
Distractions and stuff going on, and to be able to stay focused and have our group of guys come back from the Braves series 3-1. I think that really was a momentum twister for us, Turner, and yeah, it was huge, but those games, they were just as intense. So I mean, obviously with the sellout crowd, and it may be a little bit more, it might be louder, but not any more intense, because these games got crazy.
It hasn't been enough time really, I think, to sort of reflect on that whole postseason run. But besides the final out, when you do look back on that postseason run, what do you think is the first memory that will come to you?
First memory, probably Mookie after he robbed a home run in the Braves series. I think when he was running up, like high step in. That's just like a visual, I don't know. That's a pretty big visual that
That's awesome.
I remember seeing, and was a big part of that game.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Epic moment. What is it? What are you thinking? Let me take you back. You know what? Let's start here. Let's talk about things we're excited about that didn't happen. Guess what? You're not in Anaheim. You're not an angel, my man. Joctober is alive and well in Chico's Ravine in Dodger Blue. Tell me where you're at now and how things could have been, and how glad you are to be where you're at.
Yeah, Anaheim. I was as excited as I was about Anaheim. I'm extremely happy that didn't happen.
Sure.
World champ, and like I said, we've had a core group of guys for the past 5-6 years that have really grinded out. That was our third World Series, to come up short twice. It's like a brotherhood we have, and it was needed that we won, and that was huge. And LA needed it for Kobe, everything. So he's looking down on us. It was
No doubt.
It's special.
Dallas just mentioned the name. Chico, tell me he's getting a ring. Tell me he's getting playoff share. You guys, you can make the case the Dodgers don't win the World Series if that guy's not out there in left field getting you guys ready during extended spring training.
Right?
I mean,
Cheeks is the man. Cheeks, that's my guy. Yeah, no, but everyone's going to get taken care of pretty well. Rings, playoff shares, all that. So we did a good job passing out what needed to be passed out and taking care of the right people.
When you guys are in spring training, and we'll talk about spring training, like the normal ass spring training that was supposed to happen, because that's where Jared and I were. And unfortunately, Jared's Mookie Betts tears are still drying up to this very day. And it was great, Joc, because you guys are out on the diamond, right? David Price, former Red Sox, is facing Mookie Betts, former Red Sox, during live BP. I'm talking to Doc right there on the field. We're looking at you. We're looking at all these guys, and I'm going, and you add Mookie, and you add, like, how do you do this, Doc? So what was that vibe like for you as a guy who obviously going to be a big part of the success that you guys had, and you see that that's the kind of guy that you're bringing in here? We got Mookie Betts.
Yeah, it's like I said, I mean, we won 6 NL championships in a row, and NL West, and been to 2 World Series with a core group of guys that was pretty solid 1 to 9. Honestly, 1 to 12. And then you add Mookie, and he comes in and he's the best player on the team. And it's like, wait, what? Like, how does – you're right. Like, how does that happen? But it was just impressive to watch it. I think his offensive stuff is, like, cool. You know, like, he's a good player. But I think what's really impressive is his defense. I've never seen anything like it. It is every single pitch, and he's making special plays, and he does it all. And it was really cool to watch in the World Series him start stealing bases. As the Dodgers, we don't really run much anyways, but those were some huge stolen bases to get extra 90 feet in the scoring position and stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, I'm hanging from his you-know-what, but
so am I. So am I. You think I didn't get my mind right and go crush some free tacos? Yes, I did.
You know, and even just his contact read at third when Seager hit one off the end of the bat, and just to be able to get that good of a read on contact play and make it save. He very attention to details. So you add that to the lineup that we had. I mean, World Series are expected.
Yeah, he's really good. Don't laugh. Not funny. This is not a joke. Did you have during this whole run, I mean, like you've been in Dodger Blue for some time. Do you have like a favorite teammate, like a guy that's like been by your side through the ups and the downs of, you mentioned getting to the World Series, not getting the job done, getting to the World Series, finally getting over the hump? Like, who is your guy there?
Probably Barnesy. Barnesy's been there for a while. That's my guy. Kirsch is my guy. Those are probably 2 of my closer guys on the team. But I mean, mainly with Barnes, we've had some ups and downs. Kirsch is more up all the time. So
yeah. So how happy in that moment are you for a guy like Kershaw? Like when you're in the huddle, right? Like there's a dog pile, final out, Dodgers are world champs. Like, is Barnes the first guy you're looking for to go give a hug to, or is it Kershaw?
I mean, honestly, there's so many people on the team that you care. We've been together so long that there's so many people that you want to celebrate with. But I mean, when it comes to Kershaw, it's honestly, there's no one more deserving. You know, he's the hardest working guy in baseball, hands down. Like, it's a joke how hard that guy works and how he prepares for the game every single day. And it's not just 1 out of 5 days he's there. He's there all 5 days, working hard, cheering his teammates on. And
I remember that World Series in Boston. The night before his start in the World Series, it was like 11 o'clock at night, and he's out in the bullpen just like envisioning his start. Like, he was just throwing a bullpen with no baseball. There's not a soul in the ballpark, and there's Clayton Kershaw just out there.
Yeah, and I mean, that's standard, and that's everything you can see on the outside because there's cameras. You can't see the work and sweat he puts in the weight room. I mean, he's the first one in the weight room and the last one to leave all the time, and that is extremely hard working guy.
Was there ever any moment in time, and I asked Walker about this, and And he said, Kirsch, come on, like, you really don't have to do that for this dude. And I understand that he doesn't need it or asks for it. But was there ever a moment where the team collectively, maybe without Kershaw, was like, yo, look, boys, we got to get this done because we know that this guy absolutely fucking deserves it. And whether or not there was a meeting that was held, but was there sort of that conversation, like through BP, through like that vibe, like, yo, we got to lock it down for the lefty?
Not really. I think we all have that for ourselves. I mean, every one of us feel deserving and needed. I think we definitely had that conversation as a group that we needed to get it done, but collectively, it wasn't for any individual because, I mean, he is really deserving. Obviously, he's had all these other accolades, but Barnes and all the people, like some people who struggled or did well, you know what I mean? Like, we're all grinded through the tough days. So it was nice for everyone, for sure.
And this is one of the things that I asked Walker earlier about, like, one of the things that I noticed in the first couple rounds of the playoffs, the wild card round, the division series, how relaxed and subdued the celebrations were after eliminating two teams in the postseason and advancing. I said it felt like, the Dodgers had just taken 2 out of 3 against the Marlins in July, and it was just business as usual. And like, I was curious if that was sort of something, because it was so uniform. Like, it was like everyone was on the same page with like, hey, we're not going to go crazy when we win these series because the ultimate goal is winning a World Series. Was that just something that you all felt, or was that discussed at any point? Like, hey, like, the goal is the World Series. Like, we're not going to go crazy if we win these first couple rounds here.
Yeah, no, it was definitely discussed because I think when you have a team that has accomplished as much as us and not accomplished the main goal, you realize that, like, it's expected. Like, we expect greatness. We've came up short so many times. No, we're not going to celebrate until we win that trophy, because, like, it's expected. Like, we've done it. We've won the wild card. We've won the first, whatever it's called, NLDS. We've won the NLC. But like, we hadn't won that trophy yet. So it's like, no, it's a business trip, basically.
Yeah, that's exactly what I called it. I was like, it looks like it's a business trip for these guys. Like, they're moving on, but you wouldn't be able to tell, like, by the way that they act after, these first couple of rounds. So, like, then you get to the NLCS and the Braves give you a series. Like, they were a formidable opponent. They go up 3-1. When you guys are down 3-1 in the series, like, was there a team meeting? Was there anything, or is just like, hey, we're just going to show up tomorrow and play because we know that we're the best team in baseball. We just got to play.
Yeah, I think once we got down 0-2, you kind of start pressing a little bit, but there was definitely a group text going along with all that type of stuff, motivational type stuff with just the team, kind of like a players meeting, I guess, which I don't know if it helped but it just brought us together a little bit and realized and got us to believe in it. And yeah, but I do think that Braves series won us the World Series, as crazy as that sounds.
No, it gives you that confidence that you can face probably a level of what at the time feels like a insurmountable amount of adversity. And now here you are, able to fight, scratch, claw back. You find yourselves in the World Series. And the ebb and flow of the World Series was really fun from an outsider's perspective, right? You guys win game 1, Rays win game 2. It's back and forth, back and forth. But before you win the second one in a row and it's all said and done, was there a moment in that World Series against the Rays throughout that series that you felt like, you know what, all right, this is the point where we have asserted our dominance and this feels like it's ours now?
Yeah, honestly, after that first game of the World Series, I mean, no disrespect to the Rays or anything. They're a really good team and great pitching staff and all that. But after getting through that Braves lineup and being in those games, and then we come in and we just kick their butts, it was like, man, we're going to win the World Series. Like, this team does not match up with us. Like, we are so much better than them, which obviously we have some type of advantage because I think we have like 4 times the payroll, but we are just a way better team than them, and we're going to win the World Series. But then they kind of kicked our butts the next day, and it was like, oh, shoot, all right, we got to –
Right.
you can't get complacent. But, no, it definitely after that first game, it was like, wow, we're not facing Acuna, then Freeman, then Ozuna, and then Travis Denard. You know what I mean? And it's like that was a very frightening lineup to go through. Swanson was raking. It was Riley. They had all these guys raking, and it was just like Albies. Every pitch was just like, whoa, where we handled our pitchers matched up a lot better with the Rays.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now
Awesome
knowing that the bullpen for the Rays has been lauded the way they have, the stable 98 going to blow you away. Was there a collective approach that you guys adopted against the Rays and maybe the back end of their bullpen, knowing that, hey, we're probably going to see these guys a lot. We know what they're capable of, and we know what we do well. Why don't we go about it this way? Was there any conversation?
I mean, definitely we had hitters meetings and stuff about all that stuff, but I think in the regular season they're a little bit more dominant because you're not really seeing 95 plus every inning, but like literally prior to the whole playoffs, everyone is throwing 97, 98, 99. So it's like it doesn't make their stuff stand out as much. It's not like they just got like 92 and then here's 99 coming in the bullpen. It's like, no, 99, 99, 99. So I think that just gives the hitters they're adjusted to the speed a little bit more. So I think that definitely helps. But no, they have some special arms in that pen that you really need to lock in and get your pitch because, your pitch, they're good. They're good.
They're real good. So this was it was a COVID season, no fans allowed, so you had empty ballparks. And I think Joc Pederson was the king of the empty stadium audible F-bomb on the broadcast. And were you ever? Did the league ever say like, "Hey, Joc, like, can you maybe like tone it down a little bit?" Or were they just like, "I mean, shit, we have no fans in the stands, so what are we supposed to do? Like, this is what it is."
Yeah, no, I don't think I got a notice from the league, but playing in front of no fans is brutal. It's like, yeah, it's just not. It's not it. So when we got fans and the postseason games came back, like, it was awesome to see that. But yeah, no, I definitely did say some stuff that I shouldn't have said. But I mean,
no, please do. I mean, like,
yeah.
that's the thing is that
the game's hard, and when you're getting the bat shoved up, you know what? Like, it ain't fun.
Right.
And I do that during the regular season too. Not that I should, and it gets blurted out because there's fans that are not here.
Yeah. So there was one at bat where, like, I think you fouled one off. You just like missed your pitch, like it was right in your wheelhouse, and it wasn't even an F-bomb. You just were like audibly, like, it sounded like you were throwing up. You were like,
yeah, I don't know. It's just there's no fans, and it felt more like I don't know. It didn't feel right. I didn't feel right during the season, but it's all right.
Did you have like a standout moment, not for yourself, but like for anybody that was playing during this series where you were like, holy shit, man, like this dude is like, I know he's been talked about, like I'm very aware of this guy, but what I'm seeing right now is like next level. Like I didn't see that coming.
Like from our team or from a different team?
Yeah, either or. Like it could have been a dude in your clubhouse that you were like, holy shit, man, this guy is just ridiculous. Or somebody that you played against that you now have a newfound appreciation for.
I mean, there were so many really good players. Obviously, that Randy rakes, Freddie Freeman raked. I thought Travis Denard was special. The whole series, he was on every single pitch that we threw. And, I mean, we got some good arms. And I was like, damn, are we tipping pitches? Like, how does he take the slider off? Like, what? Like, is he sitting on it? No, he just caught up to the fastball and hit a 109 laser. Like
Yeah.
he was on literally everything, and it was very impressive. And I think it's because like the Randy guy, he was going to rake. Freddie, you knew he was going to rake. The like Azuna, those guys, they have like a big name. Where Travis has played in the league for a while, but like he's been solid, but he was nails. It was fun to watch Seager. I know he's had a grinded a little bit in the postseason, and to watch him do what he did, that was special. We needed it, and yeah.
I know Dallas already like kind of touched on it a little bit, but just to like dive deeper into that, what was your reaction like when you see on like the MLB Network ticker, like, oh shit, I just got traded to the Angels, and then it's like, well, wait, now I'm not going to the Angels, I'm staying with the Dodgers. Was it? I mean, obviously, I'm sure your teammates like razzed you for it when you showed up to spring training, like, hey, welcome back, even though you never really left. Like, what was like that communication like? Was your agent being like, hey, pack your shit, like we're going to Anaheim? Or were they like, hey, hold on a second, this isn't actually done yet?
I would say the communication was very, very poor. Yeah, my agent said the deal was done. Dave Roberts told me the deal was done. Thank you for everything. The only one, Andrew Friedman, was like, hey, the deal's not done. He was the only one who communicated. Like, he's like, I can't get really in the details, but it's not done. But everyone else was telling me like 100% done. Thank you for everything in LA, all the yada, yada, yada. I'm looking at houses in freaking Newport, like I'm figuring out the next steps. So yeah, and it went on for quite a bit. So it wasn't fun, that's for sure.
No, and a sigh of relief when it's all said and done. And again, this isn't a knock on Anaheim or any players that we're going to be exchanging. This is just, look, you've been in a place. This place is home, and you know what you are on the cusp of in terms of big-term goal, long-term goal, and now it's like, damn, yo, bro, like we're 5 minutes away from winning the World Series, and you're trading me to the fucking eight. No, that's not happening. And then you get the phone call. Sorry, Joc, just kidding, brother. Go ahead and you can unpack. You're staying here.
Yeah. So I would say if we don't win the World Series, it's like, ugh. But we won the World Series, so it's like dope. All right, it was all worth it. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. Absolutely.
So,
are you a big memento guy? Did you take anything from the playoff run? Like, did you keep a bat? Did you keep jerseys? Did you have like teammates sign a jersey to keep?
I'm not really into that, honestly. Like, I don't know. Some people send jerseys or bats around to sign, and I don't know.
You didn't keep anything from an entire playoff run? Nothing?
No, I don't really. I don't have like a man cave. I don't know. I'm not really into that. Like when people ask me to sign stuff or sign, like we had to go to a room and sign like freaking 12 dozen baseballs, or you go to the All-Star game, you sign all these baseballs. It's like, I don't want to sign these balls. So it's like, like what? Like, I'm not going to ask you to sign something for me because I really don't want to do this. Like, it goes in the garage in a bag, and I don't see it in. Like, he has a cool office, but like, I'm not really. No, I don't know.
You're not the office having type.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm just not. I don't know. I'll keep that ring though. That's what.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, keep that ring.
Hell yeah. So I asked Walker this. How are we celebrating? Like, where are we going? What are we doing? Obviously, you guys weren't able to do any of the cool shit that you typically would be doing. But let's say in a perfect world, you got the freedom to come and go as you please. Where are you going? How are you celebrating the fact that you are a World Series champion?
LA
yes,
wasn't
Joc,
ready
you get to
for
wear
that.
your ring too.
LA wasn't ready for that. We would have had a parade. Probably would have, I don't know, maybe like Snoop Dogg, The Rock, JT, like Timberlake, everyone. I don't know. It would have been dope. Go You got high. There's a bunch of clubs. It would have been special.
Oh.
Collab with the Lakers, bring LeBron out. You know, I don't know. Just it would have. LA needed it. They still need it. So I don't know.
I got a feeling something's going to really pop off. I think here in LA before spring training.
Yeah, they need to do a collab. Just Lakers and Dodgers celebration of some type, and like the whole city needs it. So
this place would be electric.
That would be millions. Easy.
Like a collab, like a parade just for both of us through, and then, but I mean, everyone goes home. I don't know. It ain't happening, but you can dream.
I think that at some point, like they'll definitely do something, even if it's like, hey, it's the 5-year anniversary of the 2020 World Series champion Dodgers, and then they just bring everyone back, even if they're on different teams or retired. Like they will do something for the first team to win a World Series in LA since 1988.
Yeah,
I hope so. I don't know.
All right, true or false? If Tommy is shirtless on top of a bar doing body shots, where are you in line to take that body shot? Don't lie.
Out of the bar. I'm at a different bar. Something. Not there.
Not there. Damn, not even for a World Series.
No. I've seen Tommy's my guy, but no.
Come on. You're a world champ. Just a little navel never hurt anybody.
Yeah. Yeah, treating that pot belly like an ice luge. I mean, you might have to get in on that. You just never know.
Ugh.
It's got some hits in it.
You're a free agent this offseason?
Yes.
How long before it's like, all right, you win the World Series, you celebrate that, the best to your ability, obviously, because it's not like it's a normal world, but you can celebrate the way that you want to. How long before you turn the page and it's like, all right, well, now I need to look ahead to 2021?
I think everything happens fairly quickly. Obviously, it's, I guess, multitasking. I'm still celebrating and still ready to see what is in store. I've already met with my agents and stuff, and had I guess quite a few teams reach out. So it should be interesting to see what the next steps are.
So you've got early interest.
Yeah, that's what they say. Hey, the dotted lines when there's really interest, huh?
Right.
There you go.
100%. Get breaded up. Is there a preference to stay with the Dodgers? Is there like I want to try out a different coast? Like what is there like, oh, I grew up a fan of this team. It'd be cool if they called. Who did you grow up a fan of?
I grew up in the Bay Area.
Okay.
So, yeah. I've been to a parade before.
Joc, there's a couple. Hold on, Joc. There's a couple teams in the Bay Area, and if we're talking about California, so Bay Area, it's Northern California. I played for the Oakland A's, Joc, and that's one team that's in the Bay Area up there. Is there another? So A's fan? You grew up an A's fan?
Yeah, I mean they're cool. But, no.
Oh,
like
so
I went to the parade.
A's.
I went to the 2010 parade for the Giants.
Oh,
and
man.
So,
Dodgers fans, turn that up.
Yeah, so we needed that. 10 years later, it would have been nice in LA. But, yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see where's the best fit for me. And I definitely want to win another World Series, compete in the playoffs. That gets me going, so I like that.
Love that.
Feels good. That feels good.
You were the last time that we saw you was at Christian Yelich's softball tournament. You hit a fucking 500-foot bomb that went over my head. Dallas wanted me to try to make a play on it. Wasn't going to happen. Who was the coolest celebrity that you got a chance to meet at that game?
Shoot.
You've seen Sandler there, right? Adam Sandler's rotating.
Yeah, I didn't get to meet him. I would have liked to meet Adam Sandler though. He's kind of seems like a cool guy. My wife loves the Bucket List family. I got to meet Garrett. He was cool. But Machine Gun Kelly was there.
Yeah, I love him.
I think he got cooler now that he's dating Megan Fox. But
yeah, he blew up quick. Like he was at the All-Star game in 2019. He played in like the celebrity softball game there because he's a Cleveland guy. And then he played in this one. I was like, now I don't know if he's showing up to stuff like that.
Yeah, but now he is.
Yeah, yeah.
You got that star power.
Yeah, he's a guy. He's a guy. So you grew up a Giants fan. Who was the poster on your wall as a kid?
JT Snow.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Yeah, Jeff Kent. My dad was roommates with Jeff Kent, so I like Jeff Kent and Barry Bonds. Those are part of the three.
Yeah, we're a very Barry Bonds friendly podcast here.
Yes. Who's a dude? Who's a dude from the past? A pitcher that if you could right now in his prime stick his ass out on the mound and you get to face this dude just to get a feel for it. Maybe you want to square him up. You think you got a good chance. Maybe you just want to see what that slider looks like from Randy Johnson, whoever it is. But who's the guy that you're putting on the mound to test yourself against?
Probably Pedro Martinez. I don't know. Pedro was always kind of nasty.
Filthy.
Yeah. I don't know. Probably Pedro. Yeah, he's probably someone that, like, one of the bigger pitchers in my time, probably right-handed pitchers. So, yeah, it'd be cool to face him.
Pedro is a dude. Do you have a favorite game that you went to as a fan as a kid where it's like, oh, like that was the day that such and such happened?
Yeah. That's probably why I like JT Snow, because I went to the last game at Candlestick.
Oh,
Okay.
And I think he hit a grand slam, and then I think I got one of his like foul balls or something. So like,
Oh,
yeah.
that's the one thing I've never done. I've never gotten a foul ball. Never.
It wasn't a real one. It was like they hit it down to the ball boy down by the bullpen.
Okay.
Yeah, so it counts though. It
It
plays.
still
yeah, it
counts.
does.
Yeah,
it
and
still
like
counts.
pretty pro. Like I think on it had the Rawlings, like the sticker was like whatever it's called. Its last game at Candlestick. So
Oh, it had a monogram on it? Nice.
yeah, like the All-Star game or the playoff game. Yeah.
Sick.
I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. All right. So the last question that we ask to all of our guests is if you could go back in time and just like a standard time machine with regular functions, you can go back in time to any moment in baseball history to watch it live in person. It can be something from when you were a kid that you wish you saw. It can be something from before you were born. Any moment in baseball history, what would you pick to go see?
Just jump in that hot tub time machine.
Honestly, I probably want to see Jackie Robinson's first game.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah.
that would be one that is for the record books. I think
That's a huge moment in our game.
It really is, and I think I think it would.
I don't hate that. All right. Joc Pederson, World Series champion. Joc Pederson. Enjoy the celebration. Enjoy your off season, and best of luck to you in free agency.
Right on. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course,
No
man.
problem, brother. Get breaded up.
Peace.